Caster. My name is Lindsay, and I'm here to learn more about your culture. Thank you for allowing me to interview you.
I am Connor.
To begin po, may I ask about your cultural background?
For my race, I am a Filipino. I studied here at NTC and I'm not really into culture thingy, but I still celebrate and I am proud to be a Filipino.
That sounds wonderful po. How about food? What dishes are special in your culture?
Well, there's some plenty of Filipino food that I would love to share with you. First, we have adobo, lumpia, and some plenty. You should try it. It's amazing.
Okay, actually. Okay, thank you for sharing. Now, how do you pass these traditions to the younger generation?
I say that they should enjoy like being a Filipino. Like they shouldn't think that it's hard to be one, and they should just enjoy it.
Now, based on your culture, have you seen any changes in your culture over these past few years?
Past few years, a lot since us Filipino is getting more complicated. So yes.
Okay, thank you, sir. And for my last question po, what do you wish more people understand about your culture?
That Filipino is not just some race, that we are superior and resilient.
Okay, thank you very much po for your time and stories, and I am thank you, Mr. Caster, for sharing your time and stories. I really learned so much about your stories.
Thank you very much.
No, I appreciate you doing the early pieces life. What's the reason behind that?
You're asking me what's the reason behind of our yearly tradition of Christmas lighting? Is that what you're trying to ask? Is that what you're trying to ask?
Yes,
Okay. Well, for me, the annual Christmas lighting serves as a cherished tradition or yung taunang pagpapailaw sa Pasko ay nagsisilbing tradisyon especially sa akin sa organisasyon. Ginugunita ito bago or 1 month before yung Pasko. Ganon. Tapos this is to remind yung mga kabataan kung ano yung kabuluhan ng kapanganakan ni Jesus, or ano yung pagiging anong kanyang papel sa kaligtasan. Ganun.
no. What keeps you motivated doing it despite of lack of funds?
What keeps me motivate? Bakit ko patuloy siyang ginagawa kahit na limitado lang yung pera? Tama ba?
Yes.
Well, kasi naniniwala ako. First, commitment yan eh. Pangarap ko kasi sa bawat lugar sa mga bawat kabataan natin na kahit papaano, yung taunang paggawa ng Christmas display sa kabila ng, limited na budget, nagmumula yun sa matinding pagmamahal ko sa Pasko. Tapos yung nais ko na ibahagi yung magic dito sa mga bata, ganon, sa komunidad natin or sa community natin. So dahil sa pag-alala ko or yung kasi nung kabataan ko, my mom and dad used to, lagi nila akong dinadala sa mga Christmas display. So naiintindihan ko na yung karamihan sa lugar natin, kumbaga parang walang budget, walang oras na pumunta sa mga ganung lugar. Specifically sa Green Hills or sa Cubao, may mga Christmas display kasi doon. So, ako parang as a leader ng organization natin or sa lugar natin, parang bakit hindi natin dalhin yung kahit simple lang yung Christmas display na yun to remind the children or yung mga kabataan na ganun, na kailangan pa din natin gawin yung ganung bagay na yun ganun nga tradition, tapos i-remind yung mga kabataan kung ano yung naging silbi ng kapanganakan ni Jesus. So, yun lang. Tapos, yung lack of funds, yes, naintindihan ko yun na may times talaga na wala talagang budget. Pero ginagawa naman ng paraan. Siyempre, humihingi pa rin naman ako ng tulong sa mga konsehal, sa mga chairman, ganon. I ask them financially or pwedeng sila na mismo yung bibili ng Christmas light. Tapos, tayo na lang yung magde-design or kami na lang yung magde-design dun sa Christmas display. So, I hope I was able to answer your question. Is that all?
Yes.
Yun lang.